All right. I know we have people from the West Coast online, so thank you for waking up early. And then my friends on the East Coast, my sister and my mom and aunt are on, so thank you so much. So I wanted to create this community session today for two reasons. I really want to talk about ways to keep your energy and vibrations high, and then also to create a good balance in your life. So everything in this world is energy. We're constantly exchanging energy from each other, and there are often times where our energy can go up and down based on, external things happening to us in our lives, or moods and hormones and those sort of things. So I wanted to share some techniques today that will help us kind of like clear our energy and keep it a higher vibration. So if you're ever up against any difficult personalities, challenging vibrations, that isn't going to affect you, and you can keep your vibrations high. And another fun thing is, in the spirituality world now, there's a big talk about, elevating to the 5D energies, connecting to, the spiritual world. And to do that, we have to meet those higher vibrations. So those vibrations aren't going to come and meet us in this like third density space. We need to raise our vibrations high to keep connected with them and be able to receive those messages. So that's what I wanted to talk here on. How can we internally do that? So we have this body, we have this vessel. What can we do from like a breath work and meditation perspective to keep our vibrations high? So externally, there's a lot that we can do as far as, monitoring who we're spending our time with, what we're spending our time doing, what we're putting into our body from like a food perspective, from a hydration perspective, those external things. But that can be a lot for people to take on immediately, like in big pieces. So I like to focus on, what can we do internally within our bodies, and whatever we do internally, we are going to be sending that energy outward to others. So hopefully that kind of helps on one of the themes of today's session. And then I wanted to go into the idea of balance. So how can we create balance in our lives from an energetic perspective from the inside? So we have two sides of our brain. One is more analytical and one is more creative. And one is usually taking over from the others, or those are constantly battling. So you may be like really in your mind and in your head one day, and you may be needing to kind of get over in that creative side, get over in connecting with your heart. And you can do that very quickly through sitting with yourself in meditation. There's also that balance of, am I working too much, or do I need to take time and rest? Or maybe I've been kind of resting too much, a little lazy, and I need more willpower to, get things done, check things off on my action item list. So really just being aware of where we need to create balance in our lives and using the body through the breath to do so. So I want to go into kind of why we use the body and the breath to do this. And a lot of my students come to me and they say, Dana, I can't sit comfortably in meditation. My body's always hurting. You know, my thoughts are currently and always running in my meditation practice. How can I calm this down? And really, if your body isn't comfortable, you're never going to be able to sit and meditate, because you're going to be sitting there and being like, oh, my hip hurts. I can't focus. My mind is running. I really need, some breath techniques to help me here. So the mind and breath are really our friends. If we can slow down our breath, it can really slow down our mind. So if you've ever been in like a challenging situation, you might notice like your heart is beating really fast and your thoughts are going really fast. So if you're able to take a pause and have some breathing techniques to, take a few deep breaths or take an equal counted breath, it will make your mind automatically slow down, and then you'll have that clarity to offer, from a space of peace and calmness. So with that, I just wanted to kind of provide a preface for what we're going to do today. And if you will now join me in your easy seated position. So try to have those hips elevated on your cushion or block or chair. And let's place our hands on our knees. And we're going to start off with some gentle hip rotations. So we're going to rotate that body forward and round that back as we come to behind us. Again, just opening up the hips here, maybe exaggerating the movement some, feeling into your body. And you can start to incorporate the breath here. So inhaling as you go forward and exhaling as you rotate back. Inhaling as you go forward and exhaling back. One more, inhaling forward and exhaling back. Good, and then coming to the front and switching directions. Moving at your own pace here. We're really just trying to connect the breath and the body movement and really loosen up any kinks in the body. Good, and one more full rotation, really feeling all the way into your spine. Good, and when you're ready, come back to that neutral position. Maybe close your eyes for a second. Just tuning into how you feel. And we're going to use the breath here to do a seated cat-cow, and I'll show you how to do this before we start doing it, but you definitely want to keep your hands on your knees. And on that inhale breath, we're going to round the back, chin tucks in, and on the exhale breath, we're going to open the chest and using your hands to pull open here. So I'll turn to the side just to kind of show you what it looks like. So you're going to inhale as you round and exhale as you open. And you can kind of see my spine here articulating. But we're going to do this very thoughtfully with the breath. So inhaling, rounding. Exhaling, opening that chest. Creating space. Inhaling, rounding. Exhaling, opening. Inhaling, rounding. Exhaling, opening. A few more here at your own pace. Good, and coming back to that neutral position when you're ready. And we're going to do a side stretch here. So let's extend that left arm to the ground and inhaling that right arm up. As it elongates over, your left elbow can bend. Just do some gentle pulsing here. You should feel the opening within the right side of the body. You can even rotate forward if that feels comfortable on the inhale, placing that right hand to the ground and exhaling, opening that chest, again, opening that heart. A few more breaths here. Good, and inhaling that right arm up and rotating to the other side. Right hand to the ground and that left arm rises. Again, pulsing here. Feeling the stretch through the left side of the body. You can take a gentle rotation forward. And open up if that feels good to you. Again, we're just awakening the body here. Coming back to that center position when you're ready. And we're going to do an exercise now called tense and relax. So I'll walk you through it first, and it's really using your breath and tensing the entire body, and then exhaling the breath and releasing anything. So this is kind of energizing all of our stagnant energy, and with the exhale breath, you're using it to release any of that stagnant energy. So what we're going to do is do a double inhale, short and long. So it goes like this, clenching the entire body. So you're literally going to put your hands in fists, clench your face, your entire body, and then you're going to exhale double through your mouth and release everything. So it's really a full tension and a full exhale. So just follow along with me, and it's going to feel really good. So double inhale through your nose, clench your entire body, your fists, you can close your eyes, your body may be vibrating with energy, and double exhale, releasing. Let's do another one, double inhale, clenching the entire body, double exhale. Good, let's do two more, double inhale, quenching, vibrating with all of your energy, double exhale. And last one, double inhale and double exhale. Good, just relax here and let your breath flow naturally. Maybe you feel a little lighter, a little clearer, a little more peaceful. Just tune into what you feel. All right, before we go into the meditation, we're going to do some balancing and what we call Kriya and Kundalini yoga breath exercises. So this is really to create space in your upper torso and again, release that stagnant energy. So I'll walk you all through how to do this. So you're going to place your hands on your shoulders with your fingertips facing forward. And your arms are going to be at that 90-degree angle the entire time. And what we're going to be doing is twisting left and right, but we're going to be twisting from that navel center. So you might want to have an engagement in that lower abdomen area. So engage, in yoga we call it the Mula Bandha, or your core area, kind of tightening down there. And you're going to be rotating from the left and right from that navel center. So your navel center is your area of willpower. So we're going to be here for probably like a minute and 30 seconds. So it may seem challenging, but this is kind of having you tune in to keep going and have that willpower to cleanse and power through things. So we're going to incorporate the breath with the movement here. And as I get into it, I just like to close my eyes and have the breath move me in my body. So I'll just do a quick demo on how it's done. So when you go left, you're going to inhale. When you go right, you're going to exhale. And again, keeping that spine tall and moving from your navel center. So it's going to go something like this through your nose. And we're going to be here for about a minute. So this is really cleansing all of your energy, moving all of your energy from these lower centers upward and creating space in the abdomen and shoulder area. So when you're ready, join me here, placing those fingertips on the top of the shoulders, sitting tall, your core is engaged, and let's begin. Inhale, breath to the left, exhale to the right, and move at your own speed here. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes, gaze to the point between the eyebrows, and just get into the movement. Clearing energy and making space. About 30 more seconds. Moving from that navel center. 15 seconds. All right, come back to center. Gently place your arms back to your knees. And let that breath flow naturally, just tuning into your energy here. Just noticing what you feel, not judging it. Just gonna try to share something else out. All right, so the last breath exercise we're going to do, I was going to try and share a visual, but I'll just show it. So we're going to balance the energy coming in through the left side and the right side of your body. So from an energetic perspective, we have a main energy channel running through our spine, and then there are two separate channels that kind of connect at the bottom, and they intertwine with each other, kind of going like this all the way up to your third eye center. So you can relate this again to the two sides of your brain, that analytical or creative side, or you can even relate it to like the masculine and feminine side. We really want to try and have balance in all of those aspects, and we can do this through the breath. So let's do kind of like a test. You can test what area of the brain you're operating through by placing your finger underneath your nose and just exhaling through the nose. And you might feel the breath coming out. You can release your hand after you do that. You might feel the breath coming out like on a more dominant side, the left or the right. And that's a really good indication of what side of your brain that you're operating through more. So this breath exercise, it kind of really just balances out both sides of those energies. And then at the end, we can kind of redo this experiment to kind of see if it changed. But I love to do this one if I see myself getting, too caught up in my thoughts, or too focused on one thing. So how we're going to do it is we're going to breathe in and out one side of the nostril at a time with a counted breath. So let's raise our left hand, and we're going to place it fingers together like this, and placing that left thumb on the left nostril. So it's going to look like this. And we're going to be sitting tall, and we're going to take 4 counts in on the right nostril, and then exhale 4 counts out, and we're going to do 4 rounds and then switch sides. So again, sitting tall, covering that left nostril. And when we're ready, we're going to exhale out all the air and start our inhale through the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, exhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhale and exhaling. And you can place that left hand down, closing the eyes here and just taking a few breaths, seeing how you feel on the side. Good, and let's do the last side, balancing us out. So raise up that right hand, covering that right nostril, sitting tall. You can close your eyes here, exhaling all of your air out, and starting that inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling. 4, 3, 2, 1. And last one. Inhaling. And exhaling. Good. You can place that right hand back to your knee. Again, closing those eyes and tuning in here. If you want, you can do that experiment again by placing your finger underneath your nose and taking a deep breath. See if you see any pressure changes, any side changes, but you should feel more balanced here. And then we're going to get into a brief meditation now that our body is relaxed, now that our breath is centered. So just start to observe your breath. Feel the inhale and exhale as it enters your nose. As it leaves your nostrils. Hear the sound of the breath. And just keep tuning into the flow of your breath here, keeping that focus, maybe gazing upwards with your eyes closed, feeling grounded. And on your next inhale breath, mentally chant Hong, spelled H-O-U-N-G. And as your next exhale breath comes, mentally chant Saw, S-A-W. This mantra means I am peace. Hong and Saw. If your mind wanders, just tune back in with this mantra. Keeping that gaze lifted. Feeling the breath coming in and out through your nose. Hong and Saw. A few more breaths here, following your breath naturally. And when you're ready, we're going to take a double inhale breath and a double exhale breath. So in this part of the meditation, you don't need to do anything, so you can release watching your breath, chanting the mantra, or even the upward gaze. And just tune in to the balance you feel inside. We just work so hard on balancing all of our energies. So feel the peace within you, emanating from you. And I ask that you feel this peace expanding outside of your body now, into the entire space where you're sitting, throughout your entire house. Feel the peace expanding into your neighborhood, into your surrounding counties, throughout your entire state, into the community on this call today, enveloping your entire country, and surrounding the entire earth with this peace you have, connecting to all beings who need extra peace, who may be suffering, who may be missing a loved one today. And send this peace out to the world. And just sit in the space of peace for a few minutes, thanking yourself for being here. All right, when you're ready, we can rub your palms together. Placing your hands to heart center, feeling your energetic vibrations, and you can open your eyes. Beautiful, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. Hopefully you feel more calm. Are there any questions for me or anything you all want to talk about? I'll leave it open. I'll stop the recording actually.